Hi guys, I'm just coming to you with a review for the Sea Sponge tampon. I bought these about a year to 8 months ago when I was kind of getting into the idea of reusable menstrual product. I was doing a little bit of research and then I came across the Sea Sponge and I thought that's something that I could do because cups kind of scared me a little bit and I thought pads would be too involved, and I was like, perfect, this seems easy. All you have to do is use it like a tampon, rinse it and reuse it, and you know, it didn't seem all that complicated, and the people who used them loved them and they gave them good reviews. So I went on eBay, which is always my first point of call, and I bought a set. In the set there were 3. They came with a muslin bag, basically to store them in, and you could quite easily fit all 3 of them in this little muslin bag or calico, whatever it is. But yeah, that's what the bag is. There were 3. I've only got 1 left because I actually lost the other 2 because it was so long ago and I didn't think that I would ever start a channel about this. It was just one of those things, so I lost them. Yeah, so I only used them for 1 cycle really, so this review is not exhaustive. But what I found was that they were uncomfortable. I used the middle one. Basically when they come, they're quite hard, and you soak them in water, then they become soft. They're really hard. They're almost like I can only equate to, like, you know, cereal, like when you, before you put the milk on, it's really hard, and then you soak it in milk and then it becomes soft, basically. But they were really hard, and then you soak it in and then it becomes soft, and that's how, when it, after it's pliable, then you can insert it. The whole idea is you twist it to a smaller shape, hold on to it, and then you're supposed to insert it, and this is the bigger one. So as you can see, this I don't think I would have been able to get in at all, because I had a little bit of difficulty getting the middle one, which is half this size. It was about half this size, and then the smallest one is about 1/4 of this size, and I found that really difficult to get in, I must say. And then once it was in, I felt kind of sore and abused basically, because it's not the smoothest feeling kind of thing. I mean, with your fingers it feels smooth, but understanding that in your vagina is a very smooth, sensitive skin, and it just does not, for me personally, I just could not cope with the abrasiveness. It was not abrasive like sandpaper or anything, but it's just quite textured, and that for me was just difficult to work with. Also, I just never really quite felt comfortable with it. I mean, it worked. It worked. It did what it was supposed to do, but you're supposed to change it every 3 to 4 hours, and that was the thing. Every 3 to 4 hours, I was pretty much abusing myself. And that same cycle, I just stopped, and I went back to using pads. And after that, it was just like I could not go back to the thought of it. I was like, I'm not even gonna try this. Forget it. Would I recommend them? I would recommend them, but I would recommend maybe the smaller ones. A lot of people use them and they love them. I didn't. I just didn't find them comfortable. They were drying the vaginal fluid. It wouldn't be as drying because you've already got a little bit of water, so it's a little bit moisturizing, but it's still, it just was not comfortable for me down there. Now the Sea Sponge itself is a good option for people who want something that's sustainable. That's not quite a cup, because they don't, cups haven't worked for them, but I would actually say I find cups easier to work with than these. I wouldn't really understand why someone would opt for these, because these you have to change every 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, they only last 3 to 6 months, and you know, cup you can keep it in for 12 hours, up to 12 hours, or even longer if you want to. I mean, I haven't, but you could theoretically, and you could also, with the cup, last up to 10 years. So from 30 to 40 pounds maximum. You've got something that's going to last you for the next 10 years, provided it works out for you, as opposed to this, every 3 to 6 months you're forking out £12, and it's just not as economical in my view. But at the time I wasn't thinking like that. I just didn't like him. I think I would have, if it had worked, I probably would have continued using them and then maybe eventually found my way to cups. But at the moment I'm not gonna ever use this. This has been lying around. It's quite dirty now because my daughter's been playing with it. So for me, I'm never going to use this or even try to get back to it, because I prefer cups. I think cups are better for you because they have absolutely no risk of TSS, while this carries a small risk of TSS that obviously is not good enough. Yeah, so if you are curious, watch other people's reviews, because a lot of people have much more favourable reviews than I do. I also might chalk it down to the fact that the company, they are different companies, so maybe look into different company reviews. I think the one that I got them from, they might not be the best quality sponge because they're not soft. I watched Bree from Precious Stars videos, and her ones, they looked a lot softer, a lot higher quality than these. No. So yeah, just to cap it off, I know this kind of sounds negative. I do think they're a marvelous idea, and I do think that in practice, if it worked for me, I would have continued with them, but it just didn't. So I wouldn't use them again, but I wouldn't stop anyone from trying, because everyone's body is different and everyone's preferences are different. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I have to say about this, really. So if you found this helpful, please comment, rate and subscribe, and leave any comments below, any questions you might have about the sea sponge below, and I'll be quite happy to answer them. Thank you.